Morning. So I'm on here because, well, Facebook is not posting my stuff anymore. I guess the inconvenient truths are quite inconvenient. The inconvenient truth is that climate change is caused by the Milankovitch cycles, which causes, well, it has caused in the past and will cause again in the future, global tidal waves. So today I think I'll talk about COVID. Except today I'm going to try and do all these today. COVID, coronavirus. Now, kind of let's go back to the beginning in a sense. You think about Trump's deep states. It's not just the states in the American states. It's international deep states, and really it's not even the states. It's just the leaders of these places, and they're just self-serving, taking care of themselves. They don't care about their people. So, if a Center for Disease Control has a breach, like these places are hermetically sealed, right? If there truly was a breach, which, well, why wasn't somebody charged with a crime against humanity? Because that is a crime against humanity. Releasing these diseases they have in there, that's a crime against humanity. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No. Someone should hang. And without consequences, if actions don't have consequences, well, you just carry on doing your actions, don't you? But it really it's a straw man, right? It's like CO2 is a straw man. Climate change is caused by the Milankovitch cycles, but you create a straw man, CO2. Anyway, CO2 is on this planet. It's been here for 4.5 billion years. But back to COVID. So yeah, the CDC breach didn't happen. Bats, who gives a rat's ass? Bats, as long as you cook it. Like, I've had fish head soup, rabbit head soup, freaking eating horse, you name it. I probably had dogs, I didn't even know it. As long as it's cooked, it's protein. I've eaten bugs. As long as it's cooked, it's protein. Makes a big difference. That's humanity, got ahead in the world, I guess. Same with water. You boil water for 5 minutes, you kill all the germs in it. All. Or you evaporate water, let it condense, and you kill all the germs too. It purifies it, right? It's distilled water then. But COVID, fog in the streets, that was the other one. Theater, kabuki theater, nothing but theater. Wouldn't do a damn thing. Maybe go around spraying for killing mosquitoes, maybe. That's about it. Yeah. So there's your hook, right? There's your setting of the narrative, we'll say, and when it's like propaganda like that, like it's Hitler's Goebbels, right? Like the bigger the lie, the more often you repeat it, because it's everywhere, it's all the time, it's never ending, it's incessant, and that's what you do when you're trying to propagandize people. The bigger lie, the more often you repeat it, the more believable it becomes. What's the name? Climate Barbie, half drunk, said that, and that is Hitler's Goebbels, right out of his playbook, right. Same with brainwashing our children in school, right? That's Lenin, communist Lenin. Give me 4 years to plant a seed in the children, you'll never rip out its roots. That's why they're being told, you have a choice to be a rock if you want to be. I don't freaking know. There's only two sexes, male and female, and we're one and the same. But if your ultimate goal is depopulation because global tidal waves are coming, and you're frightened to death of a World War Z type scenario, you want to depopulate. And the Georgia Guidestones, the hubris to put that in stone, and that's not that Georgia Guidestones. That's another Stonehenge, Göbekli Tepe, pyramids. All the things we've left in the Mayan calendar, all the things we've left on the planet throughout history to try and tell us about the Milankovitch cycles that are coming and the global tidal waves that are coming. But back to COVID, see, it's creating of a straw man, right? So the largest demographics in human history, The baby boomers. There's a reason we call them boomers, and I'm a boomer, so don't get all upset about me. You take it to heart. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about humanity. The first wave of baby boomers is 75. You're born in 40, 39, 45, right? And we're 2020, so the first wave is 70. Like 75, you're getting up there. I'm 55, so you're getting up there. And what usually takes our seniors, which 75 is a senior, is the seasonal flu, which is why you're seeing COVID outbreaks in Australia now, because it's their winter, and we're free and clear, right? And pneumonia, same thing. Flu leads to pneumonia, which if you're wearing a mask, you're basically giving yourself pneumonia. You're already halfway there. You're putting moisture on your lungs. You're killing yourself, especially if you're elderly, right? And staying out of the sun and not socializing while people get depressed. I know a few people already that have gotten depressed. And destroying economies. Well, it's circumstances. You create the circumstances. You oppress people. You tyrannize people, and then you put in a diversity of gods. It'll be humans killing humans in the name of gods humans invented from voices humans heard in their heads. A lot of humans in there. And forgive them, they know not what they do, because, well, the Old Testament preaches to the Jews in the Torah that they're descendants of gods and their purity of blood and they're better than everybody else, all other humans on the planet. Forgive them, they know not what they do. They only know what they're being taught and told. Same with Islam. Islam was created by the freaking Crusades, Christians will say, and we were used to. So, like they were polytheistic, right? They worship rocks and trees and whatever, and Muhammad united them all in their one God to defend against another Crusades, which was coming. And they're no shrinking violent. They get just as much blame. I'm not sure, I think we may very well have been. It matters not. Revenge is a cycle. It matters not. Why am I on a religion shit again? Christianity, well, it's born out of the oppression of the individual. Because he was a bastard child. Stoned, cast out, ostracized, which is why he knew to say when they were going to stone that woman, he was without sin cast the first stone. But back to COVID. So the baby boomers are prime for dying. They were born en masse, they will die en masse. That's life. The average human lifespan's 83. The symptoms for COVID are the same symptoms as the flu and pneumonia, and cause of death as well. Symptom, cause of death, same thing. And far as testing goes, yeah, well, I had the flu last year. So if you test me, I'd probably get COVID, guaranteed, because I had the flu last year. So I've got antibodies now, I guess. It wasn't bad flu, actually. I'm fairly healthy, though, somewhat. Yeah, not in the way you think. I don't know what to say other than that. Like, it's an inconvenient truth, right? So people don't want to face these things. It's like climate change and the global tidal waves that are coming. It's an inconvenient truth, and there's no mistake that Al Gore called that movie "Inconvenient Truths," because they know that people won't face these things. They will stick their head in the ground like a dodo bird, and we will all be killed off or whatever. But we won't see it coming. Yeah, people saying 5G. I can see the science behind 5G. 5G is microwave, just like your microwave oven. So if you inject people with hydroxychloroquine and zinc is a metal, and then you turn on 5G, because you can turn it on or off, right? You can ramp these things up or down. They're scalable. It's just power is all it is. So it's a radio antenna. It's an antenna. And if everybody around that antenna has got zinc or some kind of metal in their blood or in their cells, poof, boom, just like a microwave. You stick a piece of metal in the microwave, and you basically be watching humans going to explode all over the place. Sorry to tell you. Now that's you can call that a conspiracy theory all you want, but that's what would happen, and that's the physics behind it. I guess essentially. And I'm not saying don't take vaccines. Vaccines have saved more people in this world, and we are where we are because of vaccines. But this COVID vaccine, no, it doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. They created a straw man from something they know that we wouldn't have the freaking fortitude or the whatever to stand up to and stare in the face. Truth, right? Inconvenient truths. Anyway, where we go one, we go all. Globalism bad, nationalism good.